for you with your team right now, you know, you've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly over in the New England Revolution. What's the vibe like right now in the 2025 season for you guys?
Yeah, so like you say, I think we had many ups and downs. We had a very slow start of the season, but then I think we find our moment with a new shape, with three on the back, playing many good games away and a difficult game. And right now, honestly, we are a little disappointed with what happened in the last three games at home. You know, we came from, like I say, a difficult away game, and we wanted to win games at home. We know that it's very important to be strong on the Gillette, and it happened. You know, we just won 1 point in the last nine, so a little disappointed on that.
Carlos, I want to ask you about the last game specifically, though, against Colorado. You're down 3-0 in the second half, and it looked like you had some hunger. You were the player who brought the whole team back. I think if the game was 5 minutes longer, you probably scored the fourth goal to win that one. So what's the feeling when you're down 3-0 and you come back to 3-3? How do you feel after the game?
Yeah. No, I think if the game is 5 minutes longer, I die. So I was like, but yeah, you know, in even losing 3-0, I was feeling like was a game we create some chances. They give us the ball, you know. So if we score, we had the chance. They didn't have Mihailovic, you know, he's the best player, the leader. So we had similar experience in Castas. We were 2-0, and then we conceded a goal and just start to have boots, you know. And I think what happened of them. But yeah, but honestly, to be losing 3-0 at home against them in minute 60 or 55 is very disappointing, and we need to see what happened, especially at home, and say that.
Carlos, you talk about Mihailovic being the leader, the focal point, but you've been that man for the Revs for 7 years. This is by far the longest stretch at one team for you in your career. How much pressure, how much responsibility do you feel on a day-to-day basis to lead this team, to get the results that you want? Because you are the heart, you are the face of this club.
Yeah, I'm very happy here. Is why I'm still here, trying to give my best to the club, and yeah, I try to be every year the best Carles possible. Sometimes I can, sometimes not, but try to continue give my best, and yeah, obviously we are coming from difficult 1 year and a half after we the five Bruce, you know, so it's a difficult last year and this year, like I say, you know, ups and downs, but yeah, I hope that we can do it better, because like you say, now New England is my home. I just want win here, and I hope before I leave I can do it.
Carlos, I'm going to jump to our chat here on YouTube, because this show is all about fan interaction, and it is starting to heat up since we brought you in. I'm not sure if Taylor has a burner account or not, but it said, imagine if we had Hill providing 12-min goals. That'd seriously be unstoppable with crying, laughing faces. I'd actually love to see that.
Carlos, I just sent it in. Don't worry. You can answer this problem.
Another guy saying in here, what was your favorite goal that you've scored for the New England Revolution? What was your favorite memory?
Maybe the one I scored in DC last year, the first goal, was a good one, and this year also the free kick, because normally I don't score many free kicks, so yeah, against Red Bull was a good one.
Carlos, I got a good one for you, buddy. So you only get to pick one, okay? You get to pick the game-winning assist or the game-winning goal. I have a sneaky suspicion you'd rather supply the game-winning assist versus the goal, which one would you pick?
No chance.
Honestly, the goal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, the goal is special always. I think I'm better assisting than scoring, but goal is always special, I think.
Yep, that's why we weren't teammates, Sasha. That's why we weren't teammates, buddy.
That's right. Carlos, I have to ask you, you are a former MVP in Major League Soccer. Who do you think the MVP of this season has been so far?
You have to take yourself out of it.
Yeah, for sure. No,
Yes.
I'm not the MVP right now, for sure.
No, you are. You've been unbelievable. We were just having this discussion about you, that you have been arguably one of the best number 10s in Major League Soccer and players. Just your team has been, going through some ups and downs this season. You've been unbelievable.
Thank you. I think obviously Messi is there, but also for me it's also important that the team is on the best place. You know, when I won the MVP, we were the best team. So I think it's and I think Evander need to be there with Cincy. And I don't remember the name, the guy, the number 10 from San Diego.
Dreyer.
Yeah, he's doing very good numbers. I think them. Maybe I forgot someone. The striker from Nashville too is scoring many goals, and Nashville is there. But the MVP is always open. Then some guys start to play good, but obviously during Messi's there, I don't know. it's always too difficult to think about another one that is not Messi.
It's hard to think that by the end of the season, Messi won't be on top again.
Yeah.
Carlos, this league seems to welcome and get the best out of number 10s, yourself included. What is it about MLS that you think is so conducive to that sort of central playmaker that gets the ball and creates and scores like Messi, like Evander, and like so many others?
Yeah, I think it's different to what is happening maybe in other leagues in Europe, because sometimes this position is not working. They play different shape, but yeah, like you say here, I think it's a league that for this type of players work very good. It's a league that everyone, because we have no relegation and the goal is to be on the playoff. Everyone is going to the same goal, and the goal is win and be there. So I think it's why all the team try to attack, to score goal. If you are winning 1-0, you try to score the second one. And then that makes some space for us, the players, the number 10. So maybe it's one of the reasons. And I think here on the league, the talent is always good, and everyone is helping this type of players. So I think is why this type of players are comfortable here on the league.
Carlos, have you been watching any of the FIFA Club World Cup?
Yeah.
So obviously we've seen the South American teams do extremely well, knocking off some powerhouses of Europe. We saw Major League Soccer do extremely well. Seattle Sounders with a very difficult group. Inter Miami making it out of their group. What's one thing where you feel that you could one rule you could change here in Major League Soccer to maybe close the gap from Major League Soccer to other leagues in and around the world and really compete for a top 5 position? I know it's a heated question.
No, yeah, but I think we need time. MLS need time for that. But it's obvious that we are there. If that happened 5 years ago, maybe the result is different. I think they compete very good, and we don't need to forget that they are not playing against Europe. They are playing against the best teams in Europe. It's not the same. So it's very difficult. The best player in the world. But honestly, I think they compete very good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you want to continue getting better players, getting better teams, the money is key normally, So we know here we have the league has 3DP, but then you have some rules to So if I don't know if any time this will be open, for sure will be easy to get even better players, and because honestly, I think this league and this country right now is top for many players. They want to come here. I have many old teammates in Europe that want to be here, and it's not easy, honestly, to come now to MLS. So I think it's just this and time.
Carlos, I'm throwing the rules out, man. You don't need to worry about the rules. You're GM for a day. It's not the Revs. It's just to bring a player to Major League Soccer. Could it be a friend of yours? Could be somebody in Europe that you admire? Who should be in this league that's not right now? Dream it up. Who are you bringing over?
From my team or just
anywhere? Could be anywhere.
Or Lamine Yamal or
good one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be realistic, but if you have a realistic one that you'd like to see, I'd take that one too. I'll take Lamine Yamal. Sure, yeah, let's do that for sure.
Who's got 15 million for that transfer fee, if not more? 100 million?
50,
150.
200 million.
Sacha, you're on that big contract, so just pull your and TT's money together.
Carlos, is there a friend of yours that you'd like to see over here?
Friend?
Sure.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm 7
He doesn't
years
have
here.
any friends. Would be good question.
Yeah, I follow my old friends from Europe. It's many years here, but I don't know. Maybe Jack Grealish.
We just said Jack Grealish.
This.
Yes.
Yeah,
He would be
it's a good moment,
fantastic.
I think. Yeah, good moment for him. I spent some years with him in Aston Villa. He's a great guy, good player. And for sure, he will enjoy here the league, the country, and
The country for sure.
Yeah. Carlos, I'm going to it's not really a serious question. I always like asking this because I'm Canadian. I've been in America for, 11, 12 years. And I'm a big foodie. So when you go to places like New England or Toronto, I'm always like, what's the best cuisine? What's your favorite restaurant? What's the best food that New England has to offer? Taylor, do not jump in.
Oof. I'm from Spain, so for me, Spain is top there. But honestly, I think maybe no one restaurant, but the seaport area, right now in summer, is top. You have a very good restaurant on the terrace, with good weather. I don't know. I go. I think it's a restaurant that you have in many cities, but I go many times also in Prime. They have.
Yes. Yeah.
They have anything.
What's your order there? What would be your order? I know it's not the same as Spanish food.
It depends the day. But I like to have meat with a good wine, or maybe sometimes just a burger. So it depends the moment. Yeah.
True American. Last one for you. World Cup's coming next year to Boston. How will you experience and your family experience the World Cup in what is now your home city?
No, it's a big moment, I think, for the country, also for Boston. And everyone, I think, is very excited here. And will be great for sure for everyone. Hope I can watch some games here at Gillette, and I enjoy the maybe best tournament in the world.
Well, Carlos, thank you again for joining us here on This is MLS. We really appreciate your time. Good luck with the rest of the season. And we hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.